What's up, guys, and welcome back to the ILB Drivers Club podcast, episode 3, coronavirus edition.
Strikes back.
It's Corona time.
It is Corona time, actually. We'll start the podcast out, obviously, with the Coronas. Our beer of choice today. I think it was fitting. Do we have something nobody's?
Thanks very much.
I didn't buy them. I did buy them, didn't I?
Yeah.
Cameron picked these up for us, but accidentally bought the sugar-free. I was almost supposed to say. No, he bought a zero alcohol Moretti's. So thanks for that, Cameron. Jesus. Right, we got them. So yeah, episode 3 of the podcast. We were actually meant to film this episode 2 weekends ago in UD, like a show special. We were hoping to start to do, it's quite funny saying this now obviously, but we were hoping to start a show special every other kind of episode where we would bring the big bench to car shows that we were trading at and then have special guests on. But you know, obviously that has went and shit the bag, so that's just not happening basically.
Unfortunate.
Oh, it is very unfortunate. Where is our ball opener?
Where's the bullet?
It's
Corona time.
Kind of miss having beer guy here.
Yeah, beer guy.
Where is beer guy?
Sorry.
Where is beer guy?
Is that not how we're meant to start? We're meant to start the
Yeah, wait.
podcast. I got. So the start of podcast normally starts with us introducing our guests, but and ourselves.
Yes,
that's
we
right.
do.
Sorry, just feel like we've been doing this for years now. I am your host, Adam.
I am James.
Your host.
I am your host, James.
And today,
Your guest is me, which is Robbie. Also beer guy.
Whoa, you're not meant to let
Wow.
that spill. You just ruined everything.
Robbie's whole thought of Bear Guy was like nobody would know who Bear Guy was, and then eventually it would be like in the comments and all, who is Bear Guy? And in the first episode, you could see him on the YouTube.
Yeah, so it kind of blew it at that
Bear
point.
Guy. So we brought Robbie on. Sorry, we couldn't have a better guest. It's just, you know.
Because we had to make do with what we had. Like,
You said that to Pete.
what?
You said that to Pete.
What?
The last one. I watched it last night. You said the exact same thing to Pete. Reusing jokes.
Reusing jokes. And all right, here. Cheers.
Script, yeah,
to Corona.
cheers.
Not cheers to Corona. That not at all, by the way. Just cheers because we're drinking Corona. I hate Corona.
I feel like Vin Diesel.
Episode 3. We've had some good feedback. Thank you guys to everybody who's been watching and listening, leaving comments on the YouTube and stuff. So appreciate that. We'll continue to push these out once a month, even though the show season has kind of been put on pause. So if you want to hear about us talk about anything, we're going to probably be locked up for the next couple of episodes. So let us know what you want us to talk about. I suppose the first thing we could talk about is Robbie, because Robbie's obviously on the podcast.
Let's talk about Robbie.
Let's get started.
Let's talk about me. I don't
So
know where
Robbie,
this is going to go.
introduce yourself for the people at home.
I didn't really think of this. I didn't think this far. Robbie, working here for, well, I've known you guys for, what, how long?
Robbie.
I thought you were going to speak in the third person there. Robbie enjoys.
Well, I've known you guys, 10 years? So I was 16, so yeah, 10 years.
God, sounds
Very young. And then working together for 6 years?
Should we actually just ask you questions about that?
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
that? Right, okay, here. Tell us the story of how we know you, because that's one of the main questions, and it's a funny story, actually, which I'm not very happy about, to be honest.
You're not happy about
Yeah, it's just, I don't think you should be in our friend group. Like, you know, looking back at the previous, like,
what?
how it started. I mean, like, you shouldn't have been here. Like, you've kind of squeezed your way in. Sorry, a bit
Well,
mean,
no, I did.
but I didn't mean
I
like
was
that.
humble.
I meant as in, like, you squeezed your way into our friend group.
I really did. Like,
So let's hear about it.
pardon me, that Corona, like. The beer, not the virus. Tight.
Is this going to be a recurrent thing the whole way through this?
Right, so I was 15 at the time, actually, so we're getting younger now.
Well, can we just say that, like, I think me and James were pretty young as well. What age were we? 17?
Well,
I
you're
was 26.
I was 15. One of my friends got a photo taken of their car, and I seen the logo at the bottom, and I was like, right, okay, that looks pretty cool. Found the website, went to the bottom, said website created by Adam McPeak. Seen you, right?
Used to
Fine.
be a web developer.
Twitter.
We have a website done. Don't contact me.
Twitter,
Contact Jordan.
then Facebook. Send him a friend request, got nothing. I was like, right, what's going on here? Who's this? Send him a
Here's
message.
this.
Hey, how's it going? Blah, blah. Kept going. Persistence for like 2 weeks. Still hadn't accepted my friend request, but talked to me like almost every day. And yeah.
Oh, I talked to you. I was talking to you.
Oh, yeah, on Facebook Messenger. Like,
So like you messaged me and then I was replying, but I never
yeah,
accepted
you
your
never
friend
accepted
request.
friend request. And then I added James and he was straight on it. Straight on it.
Always looking new friends, James.
Yeah.
Social butterfly me.
Wants to get out of this friend group into another.
And then I actually convinced you to let me take photos at. It was a classic mini show.
Was this before
in
though?
Port Rush?
What about when we met up?
Oh no, this was before. Like,
Oh really?
yeah, this was way before.
We here. It's worth mentioning. We have a nickname for Robbie in the office, which is Memory Man, because he remembers everything. Unlike Jordan in the podcast preview, claims to remember everything. I think Robbie actually does remember everything. He sits beside me, and I'll be on the phone to somebody and be like, "Yeah, how's it going? How's it going?" Typing in the computer like some guy's email, and Robbie will be like searching. He'll be like, "It's Brian," and he'll know exactly who everyone is.
I'm
So
literally like his.
we just kind of listen to
hard
everything
drive.
he says. Like his hard drive.
I feel like we also don't dispute anything that Robbie tells us.
Yeah,
Just take
Robbie
it as
says it's
gospel.
just like, all right, fair
well,
enough.
he remembers it. That's
All
it.
right, so like I thought the first time we actually met was that time I picked you up.
No, well, that was the first time we met, but
You took photos.
I
before
took
that?
photos of
Right,
one
okay.
thing, which was that classic mini
I
show,
remember the mini show. Yeah.
and I remember editing the photos with it was a Photoshop preset, and I would love to find them. They're absolutely terrible. Like all the highlights.
I think I have some of the original photos. that
they'll
are
still be on
the
the website. Yeah.
No, we transitioned the website into a new version, and all the the first 10 articles I think got deleted. I didn't convert some. Sorry. I still think I
could
have the
find them,
photos.
or?
I think I saved them all anyway.
All the highlights are like yellow,
Nice.
vintage.
Okay, so after that, what happened?
Do you remember?
Did you befriend me?
Yeah, and then we were on Skype, and we were chatting for like 3 hours, and you had the fisheye, and you kept putting it over your lens, and I was like, wow, look at that.
Super cool, dude.
And then James was like, right, well, I'm gonna go, and I was like, all right, well, where are you going? He was like, I'm going to CCAT. I was like, what's CCAT? He was like,
All right.
because this was obviously on a Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, oh, it's a place where all the car guys go, you know. I was like, oh well.
That sounds like something James would say, to be honest.
I was a car guy. I didn't have a car though.
He was
so-
like, can I come? And he was like, I don't know, like it's Adam. And I was like, oh, just
What do you mean it was Adam?
you initially, I'm pretty sure whenever he first asked you, yo, can we go get that kid Robbie, you were probably like, no fucking chance.
Well, you were 15. Like, if I was 18, you're only going to be like, let's go hang out with a 15-year-old.
Yeah, but it happened. And then you introduced me to everyone as internet guy.
Here.
Do you remember Internet Guy?
I remember Internet Guy. That's right.
Say, memory man.
But what about the whole thing on Twitter as well? Like, you melted me on Twitter.
No,
Is that not what we
no,
first started
I
speaking?
found you on Twitter.
Oh,
and then
messaged me
I messaged you on Facebook. Yeah.
Because I always remember the first time we seen him. Well, I seen him that I remember, because I'm not memory man, was when I picked him up and we drove across
Yeah.
the country to
That was the second
Derry.
One second.
That was the second.
Mhm.
Gosh.
And then it was like really bad weather.
Yeah.
So that was
That
I
guy.
remember-
What was that guy's name? In the 7 series, he came absolutely balls lit beside us down the Glen Shane.
Chris. Chris.
Was it Chris? I think it was.
So that's how you met us. And then, to be fair, like, I was a bit mean there. I said, like, you shouldn't be in our friend group. Obviously, very valued member now of the team.
Yes.
So
Doesn't sound too promising, guys.
welcome aboard.
It's also your first
10
time on the
years ago.
podcast, so you're gonna have to do the hot chip challenge. You got
Yeah,
that square
here
away?
we should actually mention the hot chip challenge last time. That
That
fucked us up, basically.
that ended everything. I cried.
Did you cry?
I cried.
Yeah, so if anybody was actually just listening to that, we do apologize for the fact that the podcast just ended like very abruptly. But I think for 30 minutes after the cameras turned off, we were all just like shivering, and I was sitting beside the little portable heater. Do you remember? Just like cuddling it, because it was like so, like my stomach was just doing backflips.
It's very hot.
It's not good.
I'd
went to-
rather not.
We went to Nando's after.
I didn't eat.
I only had medium sauce. You didn't eat anything.
I had chips.
Yeah.
Tom bought me some chips because he felt bad for me.
Yeah. I'm saying. So yeah, don't do that. But yeah.
I have a speed round of questions for Robbie
Is here them?
as a new member.
Is this what we're gonna do every time we have a guest on?
Yes, the
Right.
questions may change, but you ready?
Yeah, sure.
You only got
You got notes there or
5
something
seconds
underneath?
to answer each question. You ready?
5 to 10 seconds.
No, just 5.
Okay.
Pretty much immediately. All right.
Okay.
First
Have you noticed
question.
Robbie speaks a little bit slowly sometimes?
Yeah, I know. All time favorite.
But you know what I like about that? He's thinking about what he says.
I think there's
I don't
just
do
not
that.
much going on.
I don't do that.
No, you too.
I just speak.
Question 1.
Okay.
All time favorite car.
Ooh, F40.
Ooh, here. Good answer. Good answer.
Didn't say
What was your first car?
Lamborghini.
Fiesta.
Favorite car that you've ever owned?
Jetta.
What's your favorite car show?
Players Classic.
Bags or static?
It depends. Like it.
Terrible answer. Favorite ILB member?
Oh, fuck now. I'm gonna go for James. Like
All right.
he's
Favorite wheel
he's
brand?
favorite wheel brand.
Yes.
I've got a couple, but I'm a big fan of Works at the minute. I don't know why.
Solid answer.
Why did he pick you?
What? Because
I'm under pressure and I'm looking at him.
Keep going.
I didn't ignore him.
I like everyone. I'm just under pressure right now, James. Don't look at me like that.
Diesel or petrol?
Oh, see, you're right. Petrol, yeah.
Tucker Poke.
Yeah, I'll say diesel.
Poke, not poke,
The
but
only
like
person that say diesel is Big C because he
Not
uses
talk.
red diesel. If you're a police officer and watching this, his registration is IGZ 4924.
I enjoy some diesel. Last question. Best thing Cameron's ever done?
oh,
Record this podcast.
best thing Cameron's ever done. What is the best thing? And I'm taking way longer.
He broke his foot in half.
He started working here and really took off. Like so, that's probably
Best
the
thing
best
ever
thing
done.
he's done.
Start working here. I like that.
Yeah, all right. We can get on board with that.
Yeah.
And thanks to Boris, still has a job. So
Well, saying that, to be fair, like
Divorce.
he's also won like what 5 championships in motocross. That's pretty good. Like
I love it when we talk about Cameron quite a lot. Cameron might have to come on the podcast at some point. Cameron is
Ooh.
the audio technician. He's sitting over there.
he knows what 32-bit float is. We don't.
That's what he said to everyone before we started. I'm the only one that knows 32-bit float is. Anyway, all right, that was pretty good. I think the main thing though that the reason we have Robbie on is because obviously he's had a modified car. He's been around the block. He's been there,
Done that.
Done that.
and that was of course his Jetta Mark V. Jetta, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
It's weird
you know,
that they call it a Mark V though, because there's a Mark 1 and Mark 2 and then it just disappeared. But they based the Mark
Yeah,
5.
you got Mark 3 Ventos.
But it's not Jetta though.
Wow, it is.
It's
But the main point here about Robbie's Jetta is that he wrapped it shit color. True or
Right.
false?
true to an extent.
It's completely true.
True. Right. Okay.
It's plastic up actually, not even wrap.
Yeah.
Remember Plastic Dev? That was coming out hard in the scene.
Yeah.
Tell us
See,
about it, Rob. Tell us about
Right.
it. Here we go.
Start before
Name
it,
and shame.
Start before it looked terrible.
What? Sorry.
Start whenever it looked good.
He
Whenever
called
it
your
looked
car
good.
terrible if you didn't hear that.
Terrible.
Yeah. Right. So, got the car off Nile Walker, and
No
It was-
relation to Paul.
right,
Jesus.
and
R.I.P.
it
Corona.
was running.
Vin Diesel.
It was running the Land Rover.
Sometime
Oh,
today, Rob.
What were those? Land Rover Monodals? Really?
Yeah, I think they were off a Land Rover Freelander. Or
Yeah. Right. Well, anyway, was running them for a bit, and then I went on to the Bentleys Continental, and then not the car, just the wheels, GTs. And then Reform BLQ splits.
Cash.
They did look good.
They were very good.
You know what? I
I-
forgot all about all this. I just remember it being brought.
I actually remember. I've got something here in my notes because you told me to write something down. Right? Don't look at it. I'm just gonna say it.
Oh.
I remember. I got the Bentleys refurbed, and just got the lips polished. Came up.
I know
He's
where
about
this
to
is- I
rinse
know where
me,
this is
isn't he?
going.
Am I gonna get
I was
rinsed?
like, oh yeah, can't wait for show wheels
Am
and
I
all
getting rinsed?
clean. I pull up. Adam, James, and I'll come over. Oh, car's looking sweet. Adam just bounces on the air buttons. Straight down on the lips. I was devastated. Just got them done, like.
What do you mean? Like, as in, like aired it out onto the wheel?
Like, well, see, I didn't have spacers at the time.
Oh, right. So over the outside of it?
Yeah.
Oh, flip me. I did not remember that. I do remember now after you said it, but I did not remember that. Did it damage them?
Yeah. But I'm that nice guy that's just like, oh, right, whatever, fucking. Never said anything until now. No, I've got the opportunity.
I'm really sorry about that.
That's fine.
Were they all right? Like,
Yeah.
how was your next modified car? Did they fit it?
What?
I'm the same out of it. As soon as you wrecked the lips, he was like,
That's me done.
I'm
Nah, they lasted like.
Was that
what?
you out of the game? Was it?
No, that sure we moved on to the rotiforms after that.
Oh, was this? Oh, this was on. Was
the
that on the
Bentleys?
BLQ?
No, it
Oh,
was the
sorry.
Bentleys.
I thought that was on the BLQs.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And then,
Well, apologies about that. Rob.
So ran the BLQs for what, a year maybe. No, I was like, right.
Did you get them redone after I wrecked them on you? Again?
Nah, that was them getting redone.
yeah, I actually put them in the bin.
I actually feel really hectic. I love the way he hasn't mentioned this before now.
Well,
Appreciate it.
it's funny, like, isn't it?
Well, it's kind of. Have you got photos of it? I'd like to see.
Do you know where it was? It was Harmony Hill. I bought navy wax that day. Memory man.
How long ago was that?
It was 17 degrees and the wind was blowing slightly.
I think it was like 2014.
That's crazy.
I think that's when it was.
What, like, how much was the navy wax? Or Navi wax?
Navy wax? I don't know.
Navi wax.
Is
How
it
much
Navy
was
wax? Oh, I couldn't tell you that. Like.
Did you get it in a bag or?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, tell us a story about the plasti dip though, because your car actually was looking.
Yeah,
well,
we're
and
getting
then
there.
You got
Yeah.
plasti dip.
Right. So I seen this photo. It was actually a Passat, and it was metallic bronze. So I went to an unnamed source.
I think you've just ridiculed me. You may as well name who it was.
I can't even remember his name.
Memory man.
Memory man.
I'm
Can we
not-
get a jingle for every time Robbie remembers something? Like
Convenient.
the Batman one's like, Memory man.
I'm just not one of those people to call people out. You know?
Fair enough.
Just
Just
like,
me.
Well, like that's
Feeling red hot and all. Sweating and all. I was like, what's he going to say?
so. Seen the metallic bronze Passat, and I was like, that looks sick. So said to the guy, look, can we do this? And he was like, yeah, 100%, get that done. I went up, seen the car, and it was literally like, would you say it was the color of James' hat? But like a little bit.
It was pretty damn close to that, yeah.
So
I think I have a photo of it though with my cat in the photo for some weird reason, like the way it was.
Look like
So-
one of those dog shits that you look at and you're like, what the hell is wrong with that dog?
I remember you bringing it to my house, so parking outside, and you the first time, and you hated it. I was like, it looks alright, like, you know. But I never really kind of understood what color you really wanted to
yeah,
get.
that's the annoying thing. He
Everyone
said
else
he
is like,
couldn't
he's-
get the metallic thinner, and
He's just kind of plasti dipped his car shit colored.
It was terrible.
it was terrible. I remember getting up, like I picked it up the night before Dubshed that year, and
That's right. It was right before Dubshed, and I told he didn't want to bring it. I was like, oh, still bring it. You did put it in, like.
oh yeah, 100%. But like, I remember picking it up, and he's like, oh yeah, like it'll darken down. I was like, right, no sweat. So it was like what 1 a.m. and I was driving home, and I pulled over, got out and looked at it in the dark, and I was like, holy shit, I can still see this thing. That's bright. So I got up the next day at like 7:15, got ready, shower, straight out the door, opened my gate, and the feeling in my stomach, I was like, this is horrendous.
You have to go show this car.
I started to sweat, and I was ready to go into the house and all. I rang Adam. I was like, Adam, mate, I can't come with this car. Like, I
actually thought, like, you know, but people, you gotta remember that people wrap their cars and do really crazy shit with the color of their car. So like, you know what color that car was meant to be, but everyone else doesn't. So
I know, but at the same time, I rolled in to Dubshed and Gethin came running over to me, and he was like, Robbie, what the fuck have you done to this? And I was just like, don't even talk to me, like.
It wasn't even like a shade of brown that you could pass as like you were trying to do it. It looked like
It was terrible.
How long did it stay on the car?
Good 2 months, like.
So he didn't hate it that much, like.
Oh, I did. I hated driving it every time. See the look she got and all, it was ridiculous, like.
That's hilarious. So, how long did you keep that car for? Was there any other cars?
I had that car for what, 5 years? That was a long time.
5 years,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, to be fair, I had my first Volvo. I think the whole length of its finance for four or 5 years. Like,
Then we got the Polo GTI
that's right. Yeah,
From-
yeah.
Stevie.
That's right. You have a funny story of the Polo GTI as well. What happened there?
Jeez, I
Yeah.
forgot about that. I actually
Memory
forgot
Man
about that.
2.0.
That's a good. That is good.
Thanks.
Oh, jeez.
I'm
Right.
happy that I remember something.
So, are we going straight into
Do you
that story?
remember now?
Do you remember?
yes. There's a couple stories like I mean.
What one?
Well, I don't want to say it because then that gives it away. So you
Why
might
you
as well
tell
just
us? You tell
it.
us the story. It's your story.
So, I was working one night in Banbridge. For anybody that doesn't know what that is, about 40 minutes away from my house, and Lewis came with me as it was a Wednesday night. Doing his
Somehow going to end up to be Lewis's fault, surely.
Nah, it wasn't Lewis's fault, but
Was he wearing a waistcoat?
Was he wearing a waistcoat?
Yeah,
He
it
was
was-
wearing a
it was-
waistcoat.
it was-
Yes.
it was what he
I wish we could put
called
photos into this podcast.
Waistcoat
people could see
Wednesdays. Pretty much what Waistcoat Wednesdays was. Lewis was off that night and he was off the next day, so he just used to voluntarily come with me when I was taking photos in a nightclub to get pissed. And he would wear a waistcoat because he called it Waistcoat Wednesdays. It was fucking atrocious. Every time I was like, why is he doing this? And he would drink about 6 tins on the way down, and we'd be like, on the way home anyway, we're absolutely gunning it. Legal speed.
Absolutely gone at 70 miles an hour.
And I fucking hit a badger on the motorway, and it absolutely obliterated my front bumper, the radiator, and it was
Beer Man signaling at me here. I'll take one of my IPAs, Jordan, please. Oh, damn it, Beer Man. Fuck.
An IPA.
So yeah, Badger.
How'd you know it was a badger?
Badger.
Was he left at the scene? Was he still in the car?
But I seen it.
You aimed
It
for
was slow moving, like, you know, it was a dark object. I like to believe it's a badger.
And you just pinned him.
Well, I was doing like a solid 85, like. I know, but fucking badger. My hand came off the steering wheel and everything, window wipers and indicator and all. I was like, what the fuck? Got out of the car, cooling, pissing out everywhere. It was just.
How was Lewis? Still on top form?
Did you ring me?
Yeah, I tried to ring you. Be like,
I
Adam, I'm not coming in the morning, mate. I've just nailed a badger.
Why would you not be in the morning?
I like the
I've
excuse,
killed a
like,
badger. I'm not coming into work.
I'll be in jail.
Beer Man.
But I. We were with Grant, and Grant was like, mate, you just drive it real slow. And I was like, Grant, there's absolutely no coolant in the thing, not a chance.
A beer.
Could I have a beer, please? I feel like I've been left out.
Is there any more glasses, Jordan? So here, we've changed beer. Sorry, is there's any more there before I just interrupted? Sorry.
No, that was,
think I
well, Pete,
Pretty much killed the
Pete,
badger.
uh,
But that was, we'll talk about this.
fixed the bumper for me.
after that. But I just wanted to introduce my next beer, which is the East the Beast.
Beast of the East.
Yeah, sure it's the other way around normally, but yeah. East the Beast. Looks interesting. I asked Cameron to basically select me a mad IPA from the off license. He rang Jordan to ask him what a mad IPA was.
You rang me too.
Why am I
Unlucky on the
I
glass.
keep asking for a glass and I just
Me
keep,
sure glass,
keep
you
not
would
getting
be.
a glass. That was for me. He stole it.
Wouldn't be like
Is there another one? Is there, Jordan? Thank you.
Apologies on that. To be fair, it did look like it was being handed it to me.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. I'll get you after the podcast. So what was after was that the end of the polo? I think that you lost your heart. That thing was after that never was like
Oh, like
100%
well,
again, was it?
what was the other story that you were thinking?
But
Was it the exhaust tip?
yeah.
What was that?
I was driving through Belfast one night and then just realised I had no exhaust tip.
Only
Off the
one
milk
missing
tank.
there.
Yeah.
But after the Badger thing, surely
I
what
just.
happened? Did the car never got fully fixed or something? Did it or?
Nah, it just wasn't the same. Like.
Yes. Thank you for the glass.
I don't know. I think I just was a wee bit done after that. To be fair.
And then is the CC what's after that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're currently
Current
CC,
car.
yeah.
Workhorse.
We was looking to buy something, so oh Jesus, I poured that
What
absolutely
is
terribly.
that?
Wasn't really paying attention. Apologies.
Well, at least you've got a head. I don't.
So do you want some of mine? Yes, you're looking to get something new though at the minute, so I won't say what that is, but should be pretty cool. Yeah. So right. So that's Robbie basically. If you're wondering who Robbie is, Robbie actually works as well, which you briefly mentioned to start for the Hype Factory, which is our actual proper media production company, which is what owns ILB. And you mainly do festival videos and nightclub videos and all that sort of
Not
stuff.
so much
for the company.
nightclubs anymore because I'm getting too old.
For
Pass that on to Cameron.
Cameron,
He's
yeah.
the.
So, but you mainly do festivals and
Yeah.
corporate stuff as well. So, but like here, back to the car scene, I suppose. Like obviously, current times
Yeah, everyone's been.
have dictated that we go into quarantine. We've all decided just to quarantine together in the office.
Chin.
What else are you gonna do? Like,
They basically just announced today, actually, that all the bars, literally 30 minutes ago, because the day we're filming this, that all bars, restaurants, everything is to close, and businesses, most people should work from home. So, doesn't look like we'll be recording one of these for a while in here, or maybe we'll have to make a
We do one on Skype.
unauthorized. We should do it on Skype. Is that what you said? Yeah, we should. Unauthorized podcast. But yeah, we did go to UD. UD was the show opener and the show closer by the sea, by the looks of it.
For the meantime, yeah.
We brought the E28 over.
We just made it there.
It did. What are you saying?
I just had some doubts.
Why did you have doubts? The E28's a solid runner, unlike your whip.
What do you mean?
which one?
Both mine?
Well,
Surely one of them's not counted as whip anymore. It's just parked up.
what do you call it?
Just, I mean, your preparation of your car was, yeah, it's there. Let's go.
It's basically it. Sure, last time I did that and I didn't even have any brake lights.
Exactly.
and I drove in a Goodwood. At least
how
I
long's
got it
that?
serviced this time. And actually, Gaza, who serviced it in a BMW authorized dealer as well, may I add. He serviced it and then I think he overfilled the coolant. And then it was like just not holding coolant at all. The system was completely airlocked. And that was this Saturday before the show, so a week before. And then I was just like, right, I'll try and do this on Sunday and get the air out of the system. And just didn't bother, basically. So on Wednesday then, I brought it in here because I bought a radio and I wanted to show Andy Totten. And just drove it in here and it seemed to be all right. So I was like, all right, I won't touch it. and then just drove it to England. First stop, though, I just went into the shop and bought a massive thing of water and a thing of coolant. And I was just like, look, we're ready to go here. But yeah, no problems.
You wonder why I asked that question. Well, that was your prep.
Like, I just believe that it's BMW. Like, it's
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Best of all the yokes, like.
That's it. Your Toyota was in the garage today.
Sounds
Can we
much
talk
better
about
now.
what
It
James
does
did?
actually sound much better.
Can we talk about what James did to his car today? Big C is not impressed.
Yeah, no.
Not
Big
impressed.
C-
He's shaking his head off camera right now.
Big C, actually, I took him out for a spin earlier because I felt like, Big C would judge me hard. And he was like, you know what, it does sound better.
He only said that.
So pretty much straight pipe my Hilux with a side exit
Loud.
on the driver's side.
We need to talk about this side exit in a second, but yeah, carry on.
Terrible, terrible idea. If you're going to
Loud.
side exit your car, don't do it on the driver's side because I could not open my window because it was so loud. So I took it to the exhaust place today and the boy was like, this is a straight pipe, like, and it's side exited. It's about this long. And I was like, can you put a silencer in it? And sorry, this long is probably about...
That's half a meter.
It's about half a meter. Is the only room that I have the exhaust. And I was like, can you put like, a box back
It's probably
into
about a
it?
meter though, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
probably about a meter.
No, it would be less than a meter.
Does it come off the manifold? The manifold wouldn't be like half a meter away. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Over tactics
Prolonging
here.
the
Oh,
story
Any-
definitely 10 centimeters more.
Yeah, but so like where the bars go across or whatever. But it was like, I can fit this box in it, and the box is about maybe 30 centimeters long. And he's like, that's all we can put in it if you want to keep it side axis. And I was like, yeah, go for it. So I welded that back in today, and it's made it a little bit quieter, but at least it's manageable now. So.
Well, like, it was noticeable whenever at lunchtime.
It's
like,
nice now, like, you know, like
I
can
never actually heard it there, so I need to actually have a listen to it.
It doesn't
like,
make
it's
your ears
loud
bleed.
whenever you want it to be loud, if that makes sense.
And when you floor it.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. It takes like the first initial startup
Yeah.
noise and all kind of
Like,
way a little bit. Yeah.
Just that, like,
Like, whenever you used
cruising
to turn it
drone.
off, you just go, "Dut, dut, 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 dut."
I actually love the way that like we're all talking about stance whips and James is just up over here in his high rise Hilux. Like, just shows you the diversity of ILB here.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
I'm a
good.
big fan.
But the E28 UD went down well, so it was pretty sweet. And the show went down well. We had a lot of people over to look at our new merchandise, so appreciate everyone that came over. I do want to do a public announcement, though, that I apologize for any customers that came over and had to smell Jordan's breath. Because
Oh, that was a slice in the gut right there. Like,
no, I'm joking. Jordan, though, he had an interesting Friday day.
Yeah, he
Oh,
wasn't in your
Friday.
van.
He wasn't in my car.
I had to experience the entire trip.
We were using radios the whole way down from Scotland to Telford, and there's a point where Robbie and Jay fell asleep, and it was just me talking to James on the radio, and we're having like a really civilized conversation, and then all of a sudden he opened the window to get a roller of the E28, woke both
I woke the beast.
sleeping dragons up, and then that was them snatching the radio off. Jordan just giving it all on the radio. Basically, Jordan, I think, first stop in Scotland, just went and bought a car out, and that was him.
he was drinking on the boat.
Yeah, we went on the boat.
Oh,
he
was drinking on the boat. Sorry, yeah.
Came back and they both had pints, and we were like, right.
That was at what, 11 a.m.
11:30, yeah.
So yeah, when we eventually arrived at Telford, I went to find a car wash to wash the E28, and that's whenever they opened the door, and there he just walks out, just like left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. So
Adam at this point thought I was on the same level,
I
which
did,
I
yeah, I
was
did.
not,
No.
and it was quite the experience being in that van.
I'm
to be
looking at
fair.
Jordan off the camera here, like, and it's just an absolute. He's just he basically right. So what we have to talk through the whole thing. First of all, it was Big C's birthday. Okay,
Yes.
so like we were getting all ready to give Big C a cake that Cameron very nicely bought him, and we had it with us all day. And like, but Jordan had the candles. So later on in the night, when we went down to have a few pints, James and I's first pints of the day, may I add, Jordan was so far gone. He was just necking people's pints.
Big C went to the toilet and came back, and he's just like, "Oh, the pint's gone." We're like, "I
Big-
neck that."
It was Big C's birthday and everything, like. And then there was one point I was like, said to Cameron, cake. And Cameron's like, oh, yeah. Cameron ran off to go get the cake, and then rang Jordan. Jordan didn't answer his phone. She rang me to get Jordan to go get the candles. And I was like, how the hell do you tell a drunk person to go get birthday candles when he's sitting beside the birthday guy? You know what I mean? It just doesn't happen. So I was like, oh, yeah. Sitting beside him here. Hold on. Jordan. What do you want? And then he goes, he basically, I was like, Cameron's on the phone. And I showed him, and he was like, he just had a clue. Basically, put him on the phone, eventually got him out, and then Big C thought he was away to do, I don't know what Big C thought he was away to do, like, but he was whispering something to me. What's he up to? Like, he's not right.
There was us sitting in the hotel lobby, you know,
Yeah.
everyone having a nice, casual, civilized beer. All of a sudden, in comes the Grim Reaper, hood up, big point. Happy birthday! Singing the entire way.
So yeah, apologies to anybody who's seen him on Saturday, where he just, well, first of all, he slept in the van for about 2 hours while we set the whole flipping trade stand up. And then, he just kind of...
To be fair, he did make it to the show. Which
He
is
did?
very impressive.
And he also went out and had a few drinks on Saturday as well. Like,
Yeah.
maybe not as many.
Can I
He did
add,
wake
whenever
up on
you
Saturday.
guys were asleep, sorry to interrupt, while you guys were asleep, Alex and a few others were like, "Oh, come on, we'll go to Spoons for a couple." And I was like, "All right, no worries."
Was this Friday night or Saturday?
Friday night, yeah.
Friday night. So when Jordan was
You guys were,
turbo-wrecked?
yeah, turbo wrecked. You guys were.
We need a name for him. He was a
Turbo
different
wrecked.
person.
The Grim Reaper.
You guys were.
Turbo Grim.
We
Right,
were
go
sleeping.
to sleep, and I was like, right, I'll go for a couple of pints for you guys, it's fine. And got the Spoons, everything was fine. And then on the way back, there was this new place in Telford called Albert Shed. Sounds really dodgy, but it's actually a really nice place, from what I've seen.
Sounds
from
like Albert Shed.
exactly.
All right.
Like some guy Albert, you just go around his back garden into his shed, like. Anyway, I managed to be like, right, you know, let us in, blah blah, we're fine.
Do you know any of this?
No, you guys were asleep.
No, they ditched us.
I know, but
They were
like,
like,
you know,
well,
that was
you
2
were
weeks ago. Like we didn't even know you went out to Albert Shed. But
I know, I
carry
did.
on.
Right,
you did?
well,
Alright, that's how you are, so
anyway.
remember anyway. So.
Stand in the queue, and I was like, look, right, we'll go in. And a couple of English guys that we were with, somebody was wearing shorts, and I was like, well, why are you not letting him in? There's a girl there with a skirt, and like same thing, her legs right, his legs right. The guy was
There we
like,
go.
all right, well, that's fair enough. So
You got me.
yeah,
Were you dreaming?
so I ended up getting everybody confirmed in, and of course Jordan. I was standing at the top of the stairs.
Do you know this? As you know,
I was standing at the top of the stairs waiting to pay my money. I was like, I want to be guaranteed everyone's in here before I spend this $5. Like, I know it sounds tight, but like,
it is Albert Shed.
it is Albert Shed. Like, so all I hear outside is fucking gates crashing. Like, Jordan. Big C standing at the bottom. Big C standing at the bottom. Like, come out, please. We gotta go. We gotta go. Jordan stumbling, trying to apologize. Oh, sorry for knocking over your fence.
Albert's fence.
Well, it was
Albert, like.
Albert had a bad time.
Oh Jesus!
But you woke up the next day with no wallet, half a
Yo,
Monzo card.
he snapped his Monzo in half. He was like, I don't need that Monzo, and snapped it through it. That's all I know of that story. Nobody, like, is that right, Jordan? Jordan's nodding off camera here.
He
So.
could have snapped it in his pocket when he fell over the
I
fence.
don't
To
know.
be fair,
I heard him tell somebody, you know, when you're obviously telling someone else's story, like not your mates, like you maybe exaggerate a little bit, like, and he was like, I don't need this card. Like, snapped it in his hand though, and threw it away. Like I was like, well, that's probably what did happen. Like, so yeah.
other than that, he
Should
was,
have Jordan on this podcast as well
relatively
to
good crack.
describe his drunken state, or just sit there and with a red face on him. Either or being just as good. But so yeah, the podcast actually, funny enough, speaking of drunk people, the podcast that we were meant to do that night, we left a little late on the Saturday night because they were playing absolute banging tunes.
Yeah.
Very loud,
No, they weren't banging at all.
but they were very
Anyway,
loud.
we were meant to do the podcast on Saturday night, and James from Auto Finesse, who was meant to be our guest, I think had a bit too many beers.
He arrived back quite jolly and was like,
Aye.
"No, boys, man."
This isn't happening.
not
You know what the best thing about it is? Cameron walked over, right? I'm sitting speaking to James from Auto Finesse, who owns it. And then Cameron goes, right, we doing this podcast, lads? and then I just looked at Cameron. I was just like, it's not happening, Cameron. Cameron's just like, what do you mean it's not what do you mean it's not happening? I just look at Cameron like, it's not happening, Cameron. Like, he just... I really loved it. It was just like, he was pure determined to make it happen. Like, and I just did not even realize it was James who was standing there and he was wrecked, and it was very funny, like very, very funny. But yeah, it's good first car show, good last car show of the year.
It was
We
good
had
fun.
some beers during.
I don't typically
Saturday setup.
enjoy UD as a car show. I really enjoy it because you get to see everybody from like you haven't seen everybody in the car scene, obviously, especially for us because we're in Northern Ireland, so it's good for that. It was Alex from Fitted's birthday on the Saturday then, wasn't it, as well? So you all went out. You seen him, didn't you? We seen him.
Yeah.
but yeah.
He kept
So-
calling you boring.
Yeah, I'm pretty boring whenever I've got to work in the next morning. Unlike Jordan.
Here, Jordan was civilized on the Saturday. On the Friday, he was turbo wrecked. Like,
Yeah.
did have to work on the Saturday, to be fair. Like,
I know.
got you.
Wow.
We
I
did
know.
some good.
I am 30 now, like, so.
Some good
Old.
E28 detailing.
Here,
While we
right
were
enough. Speaking of
absolutely
drunk
lit.
people, that was good. That was good crack. Who was that? Simon, was it?
Yeah.
Simon from Auto Finesse, top flipping bloke. He was a good lad. I basically walked over to Simon, who is, I think, head of production or head of something at Auto Finesse. And I was just like, look here, you need to tell me what products I need here to get this E28, because obviously, as James previously mentioned, I did absolutely zero prep for the E28 at all. Didn't even clean it. I cleaned it when we got into Telford. That was about it. And
He power hosted down.
rinsed it down. Like
Done.
basically. No, I washed it properly with a 2 bucket here.
Two bucket
Callum will
method.
be happy.
Callum
I
knows
did the
2 buckets.
2 bucket method. Did not have a grit guard though. He is not impressed by that. And washed it, brought it in, and just left it there. And then it wasn't looking good. But he came over and was like, "Look, lads, you want a beer?"
That's how we started things.
He had a shopping cart full of alcohol.
It was
Like,
good. It was. Did he? Yeah.
did you not see him pushing the shopping
No, I
cart?
did
Yeah,
not.
whenever he first brought it out, he went, "Do you want a beer?" And I went, "No, I'm alright, thanks, I got one." And then he looked incredibly angry, so I did immediately take one after that. And then
It was Budweiser. I remember being
Oh,
an idiot and being like, "Oh, it's Budweiser." He goes, he was like, to be fair, it completely insulted that I almost turned away a free beer, like, you know. But
Yeah,
still, you know,
same.
Budweiser gives you headaches, you know. So drank it anyway. Drank a few more, and we basically sat there and boffed the E28 with polish, and he showed me, you, and Alex basically how to polish it. And then just left all the products there, and we were just like, happy days. As we just cleaned E28, it was looking pretty well. So thanks to Simon. Like,
You actually did a good job. Like,
yeah.
it was for the
the
time
fir-
that you spent on it, which was probably like an hour and a half,
yeah,
and
It's
Yeah.
solid effort.
it
like.
was
it
solid.
was good crack actually, you know. So maybe we should do a video about us trying to attempt to detail a car with Auto Finesse watching us and just
Your
laughing.
car, yeah.
And we'll do the Hilux. You wash it with a brush anyway.
Ah, yeah, fuck. Straight out of the brush.
Jordan's car.
You know, whenever you're like, I don't know if you ever used a jet wash brush, but like, you know, at the top of it, it's obviously very plastic, and then you like just start beating it off your mirrors and stuff. I just stopped caring. Like,
No, because they never use it, James.
I seen you the other day. You're at jet wash, flat out, like.
That's why the E28 was in such bad state. We
Aye.
got the UD. Yeah, so obviously that was. What else happened at UD? I'm trying to think. Was there anything else?
We had Jake's caddy on our stand.
It was sick. It was really, really cool.
B18.
We actually managed to, I think, get that like. Alex sent me a photo of that like 2 months ago. Like, so
Really? Yeah.
yeah. So it was like it was even like on the stand before the E20 was ready. So
It was
Yeah.
the first car show that he's brought it to in 5 years.
seeing it here first, folks.
He did.
So yeah, if you don't know what the car we're talking about, it was obviously the white caddy. That's basically like sacrilege to any Volkswagen lover,
Yeah.
purists, especially the purists.
Genuine fuck you to everyone.
Yeah.
Made it-
I actually didn't know anything about it, and whenever like I didn't even know there was a caddy on our stand, and then it rolled up and it had Honda center caps on it, and I was like,
What's going on
"It's
here?
like got Honda center caps on it." It was a
oh,
bit bent.
purist.
And then I walked around to the front, and I was just like, "Ah, yeah, it does have a B18 in it."
Yeah, it's even got a Honda key.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the key that goes in
Yeah,
to
and
start it.
all the dials and
Yeah,
everything straight
pretty,
out of it.
pretty
Awesome.
sweet. Tell us more about it, James, because I don't know anything else.
That's right. It was on hydro. I seen that there was some
Yeah.
a spring box. I don't really know what you call it. In the back.
I like Springbok.
Let's go with spring box. But like he had built it all up with a Volkswagen engine, like on carbs and stuff, and
Yeah.
then the very last minute, it's just like, yeah, just put a B18 in it. Because why not? Apparently, Sam.
Can we just say James didn't know anything about it 2 seconds ago?
Oh, no, no, I just
It was
dishing
a
out the
full
info. Like,
feature.
And I
I'm
just-
appreciating it. Like, I like
just
it.
dishing
But
out
like,
the
remembered.
info.
this just in.
Sam Woods, lovely man.
Very
He
told
is lovely.
me-
I haven't seen him in ages.
He's great.
He was at the show.
Yeah.
I didn't see him though.
Oh, did you not?
I actually didn't.
I was
Rang
talking to
about
him and he was
Jordan.
just telling me really English things. Like he was in the back of it while they were going down to the town hall. And he said it's absolutely terrifying, the whole thing.
Really? Yeah.
Because the front of it's all like cambered and
Is it fast?
yeah, but like apparently it's
Just
terrifying.
drives like shit, does
Yeah.
it?
It is pretty tilted. Like,
Very tilted.
Stance.
Yes. It has stance.
Nice.
That's pretty much all I got.
Yeah, so yeah, it's crazy actually what's happened basically with all the car scenes. Obviously, we're very friendly with a lot of people who run car events. We go to a lot of them. We trade a lot of them. You know, we've had a lot of questions basically asking us about what is the impact for us. The impact for us is, to be brutally honest, a loss of revenue, a loss of turnover. You know, we traded Dubshed and Fitted UK, two of the biggest shows for us out of the year, and they're both cancelled. You know, well, Dubshit's postponed actually. Sorry, but Fitted's cancelled. There's other ones, Excess Car Night there in Worthesea. We were planning to go to that to trade this year. It's until April 4th. It's basically, you know, on you know, up. Anything could happen, basically, you know. So Andy was chatting to Andy today, and he just said anything, you know, anything can happen. But I would say if it was, you know, if I was guessing, I'd say it's going to be postponed as well or cancelled. So crazy times, you know, especially for the people out there running events. So our thoughts obviously with them, like, because obviously small business and all that.
Yeah, I see a lot of people giving hate on the comments about like why you're doing it. And it's like, it's ridiculous.
It is. People don't understand. You know, people just don't get it. People think and just type. They don't really realize that like there's businesses here, there's money, there's people's, you know, livelihoods at stake.
Even at that, like, I mean, if you're running the event, like you're doing it because you enjoy it and you love it, like why would you not want to put on the event if you could? Like, it's ridiculous to call someone out on it.
And at the same time, like I was chatting to Jay, who runs Players Classic, and you know, they have a stance where basically, look, we're running this event unless the government tells us not to. And I hope that one still goes ahead. It's kind of far enough away that I hope that it still goes ahead. It's same as racism or alt-race, in Poland. And same as Grounded in Russia. So as far as we're aware, we're still going to alt-race, Players Classic, and Grounded. Our flights are actually booked to Grounded as well. So I really hope that one goes ahead. If anything happens, you know, we're still going to Russia by the looks of it. Hopefully by the... Oh, sorry, just dropped something.
You knocked over the Corona under the desk.
Hopefully by mid-July, it'll all be sorted out. But who actually knows at this stage? So
it's crazy.
So yeah, Worthesea. Our last podcast was all about Worthesea.
Yeah. And
hopefully you took those tips on board and went and booked all your travel and your flights and got everything organised. And sorry about that, guys. Yeah, we have our flights booked. We have our rent-a-car booked. We have
accommodation sorted.
Car accommodation sorted. Who knows? You know, I don't know what the heck. Like, that's very soon. Yeah. So, you know, I would say that's not happening. But you know, we haven't cancelled anything yet, to be honest.
What are the dates?
It's in May, 6th to the 16th. There you go. Jesus, I actually remembered. So yeah, we've got that sorted. Like, we obviously go before the Worthesea. The main event is cancelled. They have announced that it is cancelled. We go 2 weeks before or 1 week before.
Guess that just depends on the borders and what they're actually
like
doing.
If we have it booked and if everything is, you know, okay, and Excess Car Night's on, we're going, in my mind, because, you know, we need to make some content, and that's the best one of the year. I think people still go, but it's play it by ear, you know. It's kind of thing. It's very hard to call at this point. At the same time, you need to be safe. It's, you know, so we're just waiting. Austrian government, the German government, the UK government, basically calling that one for us.
Everything at the minute is just play by ear. There's no
but very uncertain time.
It is
very uncertain time.
Crazy. Like we didn't actually want to make this podcast about the coronavirus, so I think that's kind of our take on it summed up. If you do want to support us, we are a small business. We do appreciate if you want to order online, you know, and buy some merchandise. We will be still sending out stuff as long as the Royal Mail are doing pickups. So, yeah, if you want to do that, you head over to our site. So very much appreciated. What else? Let's just change the topic.
Get off that negativity.
We have some questions.
We do.
We've asked some people on Instagram. We've got the YouTube comments from last year. Why do I always say last year? Somebody even commented on YouTube going, Adam's like, well, last month. It's like last month, and then Adam last year. So yeah, let's pull up the YouTube. Let's have a look at some of the YouTube comments. For the viewers at home, Robbie has just opened a lovely bottle of Buckfast tonic wine. Sponsors Top Shed. Damn it. ILB. Yeah. How's that, Rob? Talk us through it.
See, because it's been refrigerated, it's actually nice. With Buckfast, if it's left in the open, it turns to like a thick syrup.
It does. I like the smell of it.
It's nice. Oh my god, did you hear that?
I heard that. Probably viewers at home didn't hear that, but I heard that.
What
That was
is
Robbie's
that?
stomach.
No, it was like a soft.
That was like, oh, help!
It was my esophagus.
Oh. I'm currently looking for a YouTube random comment picker.
Ooh.
So we can pick the winner from last month's podcast comment competition. Does that make sense?
Last year.
Jordan, can I ask you a question from behind there? Did the winner of last year's competition claim his prize?
I thought you did that.
I thought you
No, I
were
didn't.
taking the piss
I
as
didn't.
well.
I didn't.
That's ridiculous.
I'm sorry. All right. Well, just as a reminder, we are about to pick the winner for last month's winner. To enter the competition for the podcast, basically head to the YouTube channel, search ILB TV on YouTube, and just leave us a comment on this podcast. We will pick the winner in next month's podcast, like we're about to do right now for last month's podcast. So
Can
yeah,
I press the button?
you can press the button. Go for it.
I pressed it.
Oh, you have to hit it again.
Where?
Randomly pick winner.
Do you want me to do that noise again?
Go for it.
Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo.
I read that comment last night. Actually, that's funny.
There you go. So, do you
So-
want to announce
so-
the winner?
Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo.
You can't say his name. That's why I got
Caleb
pick.
Chia. Chia. I'm guessing it's Caleb Chia.
Well done, Caleb. You won the prize. What's the prize, Jordan? Some merchandise. You want some merchandise? We'll ship it out to you.
What his comment
So
was?
his comment was,
And I actually clicked on the so he's timestamped 57:30
yeah, which is
in the video,
uh-huh.
and that relates back to what you were saying was whenever Brock and Avo were
Yeah.
there was a cop car behind you
Cops.
in
a
Limbo.
lot of people like the cop chat in
Yeah.
the last thing. Probably think of a couple more cop stories actually in a minute, but yeah, this.
It was whenever the cops were in Limbo, and he's pretty much just giving you a reason as to why they sit
Which is
behind
it?
you for a
Can we
long
know
time.
that
Read the
reason?
comment.
Cops usually run your plate before they pull you over, so they know if you have a criminal record, car stolen, government plate, etc.
I definitely have a criminal record.
Yo, don't say that.
So yeah, well done, Caleb. You've just won the prize that Jordan's going to make up after this podcast. Please email. Do we email Jordan? How does this work? Email i1@ilovebase.co.uk. That's our old email address. Don't call us I Love Base. We are called ILB Drivers Club. So yeah, email us, and we will send you out a prize. And if you want to win next month, basically just leave a comment, ask us a question, give us a comment, do whatever you want really in the comment section. There is no specific thing to do except for leave a comment, and we will pick a winner.
It is
Alright.
completely random. I can
It
confirm.
is completely random. Like we will pick you. Even last month, almost said last year. Last month, some guy
Hey.
made fun of James and Jordan, and he still won. So
Do whatever you want.
do whatever.
Did we
you want.
ever get to the bottom of that?
You
If
know-
we thought we were the shit or we are shit?
I have no idea. So yeah. So here, comments last month. Candy Showroom. I drive through Germany again. No fear. James, over to you.
Well, he wasn't driving.
What?
Was
I have no idea.
it?
Did he not get stopped for like?
He obviously was. I think he was one of the guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was
Yeah,
driving
he
or
was
was he a
passenger.
passenger. He was passenger.
Yeah,
All right, there you go.
that's easy to say. Come at me, Candy Showroom.
Righty. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Jordy, something happening next week. Adam, next year. So true. Like,
Is that Jordy?
yeah. Is it Jordy or
Our
Belgian?
Jordy?
I don't know. All of a sudden I'm on his profile. No, I just think it's some random guy. I don't really know. You are absolutely right, Jordy. I apologize for that. Finish all podcasts like that, which is the
Nope.
Nope, we're not going to do it. So
Nope.
sorry, not going to happen.
I don't want involved in that.
Let's see what else we got. The M3 spit roast.
What?
Sounds interesting.
Don't know what that's about. Here, I got the M3 back actually.
Yeah.
The M3's back and looking. Well.
Oh, you mean spit roast because it was in between
Memory
two cars?
Man. Here's memory man. Here's
Because
memory
obviously you
Here.
the front bumper
Clever.
to the tow bar,
man.
and then
it is absolutely well
that's-
done.
and then the girl with a broken clutch.
What's a spit roast?
A spit roast
What's a
is
spit
a,
roast?
is a girl
It's basically
in
Oh,
between
when you
two
put the
guys.
hog on the fire
yeah,
and
yeah,
spit
yeah.
it
Oh.
out.
You're eating meat.
I was going the
You're
other.
loving the meat.
I was
Eating it.
going the other
That's
way.
me.
All the lads come around. eat the meat.
Right.
What?
Office.
We maybe do that next week, or
Jordan, you're doing a spit roast later, aren't you? Fair enough.
Jeez.
So yeah, anyway, got the M3 back, by the way. Looking good. That's it.
yeah,
The wheels are wrecked.
they are.
Adrian from Racism will be very
Sitting
happy
right
about
there.
There's box in
that.
there.
They are sitting right there. They give me them back.
That was very kind of them.
We're gonna make a table out of them, I think. I was thinking that, like,
Yeah, it's
4
a good
tables.
idea.
Can I cut one up and make a
Nope.
clock?
Why would you cut it up to make a clock? The clocks
Make
are
it round.
round.
Because I know, but it's like long, like.
A long
Like
clock?
no, not long. Sorry,
Like a digital clock.
no. There's a good bit of width on it.
You're gonna cut a hole.
I
in
mean,
the middle,
cut
but
the
a
cut the
digital-
barrel off.
Ah, right. I got you.
Make a clock.
That's fine.
Jeez,
He's thinking of 3D space. We're thinking completely 2D here,
We
James.
ruined
you guys are
Stoners. You know
Trying
what I
to-
mean? They're on it.
cha-ching.
Right, so
Did I just get labelled a stoner on the
I don't know.
podcast?
I'm calling him a stoner. I don't know why. So moving on, other comments. What we got? All right, let's see.
I don't think
What car would you like? What car would you most like to have in your dream garage, and why?
F40.
Mega.
That's a good one.
It
It's a
is
mega,
like it's
mega
just it's like it's not. I don't know.
I'd have an FJ60, but
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like, I always wanted an M3, and I have an M3, but like I always wanted an older M3, if that makes sense.
like
So I'll probably get an older M3. Such a
E30
pain.
or E36.
Well, it was probably always a E46 when I really started liking them. But yeah, I don't know. The dream cars, like for me, a dream car is always like I would love to have a Lamborghini. I would love to have like certain high performance cars, but like I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of like a classic car that I really, really want as well. I've always wanted a Porsche because my dad's very big into Porsches. I've always wanted a Porsche. I don't know which one exactly, but
964.
let's go for a 964. Everyone's went for a 964, but yeah.
Didn't mean to.
No, to be fair, like there's
964.
an obvious reason why everyone goes 964s because they're absolutely unbelievable. So yes, absolutely, I would take a 964. I do also like the G bodies are very nice as well. Like to be
Yeah.
fair, but what else for you?
Me?
Yeah,
I said an FJ60.
anything else?
Defender.
You do
No,
want a Defender?
Nah,
Defenders
James
are
hates
flapped
Defenders.
out.
Hmm?
Hates
I'd take a
Defenders.
Land Cruiser over a Defender any day.
Fair enough. What about Hummer?
If it was an H1, I could do an H1. Like
That Hummer you showed me the other day.
that, I Mike stands
Oh,
for.
yeah.
it. He just put 40-inch tires in his. Like.
Unreal.
Cash.
It
I was
actually
like,
does
oh, yeah,
look
put
mint.
like 32-inch tires on mine. That was pretty big. I just put 40-inch tires on mine. He hasn't even lifted it. What's that about?
Yeah.
Does look insane. You should go check it out if you've never seen it.
What else, man? I'm trying to think of like obvious cars that I've always wanted.
I had this toy car whenever I was a kid. It was like 6 or 7. Memory man.
I remember coming out of the womb. It was wet.
Jesus.
That's the sort of shit Rob comes off with.
I had this a yellow S2000 toy car, and I always wanted a yellow S2000
Yeah, see, like this is a similar thing to me. Like
just because of like. It's not so much that me personally right now I wanted one. It's
Yeah.
more so that when I was a kid, it was just something I looked
Yeah,
at and
yeah.
I was like, I want that actual thing, not in a toy car version.
Absolutely, like 100% agree. Like I always wanted. Actually, in fact, I didn't even want an E28. If you remember, I wanted an E30. I always kind of wanted an E30. And I got the E28 because everyone had E30s, and E30s were very expensive. So probably get one of them as well. You know what? Just give me every BMW. I'll be fine. I'll be okay. We'll just carry on from there. Yeah, that's the way it is.
BMW.
Next question.
Yay.
So let's see. You like how we tune? Let's see. Would you guys ever go to any other USA show/event other than each show? Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'd love to.
SEMA's always a big one, but like
SEMA,
SEMA's
yeah.
a bit weird because it's
Trade show, isn't it really? Yeah. So
It would be cool to see.
Yeah,
And it's not
definitely,
just it's not just cars. From like the motocross people that I follow, there was a guy that his bikes were there, like
Really,
so. Yeah,
understands the trucks.
See, I didn't even know that. So
No, absolutely. I would love to. Not so many shows as places to experience as well that America has for like LA is covered in car culture. It's crazy. You know what I mean? We've never made it out there, but you know, it's just have to timing's right. In fact, before America, I'd love to go to Japan. This is Japan the thing. There's a comment in there as well, like somewhere, but like that's our actual dream before actually go to like more shows in the US is to
Experience Japan.
Not even attend event again.
All I want is just Japanese cars, like
Just go about and
just everything Japanese.
Are we ever going to import a car from Japan? Like, if I just said
drive
that,
an imported car from Japan.
Yeah, but are we ever going to import?
Oh,
one?
we?
Is that something I've just said on this and it has to happen? But like, it's just something that we need to do.
I take a wee twin cam, like.
we better wop wop wop.
Wee A86.
That's the most Northern Irish thing. I'll take a wee twin camera.
Nah, because they're all fucking.
See,
UK
if
spec.
I reckon if James got a twin cam, he wouldn't call it a twin cam.
It'd be an
A86 Robert.
Toronto.
Here, car culture AA, or also known as Dan, that English bloke that's a tourist in Dubai, said this wouldn't happen if you embrace the full fat drinks life. Just thought I'd give him a shout out.
Here,
I don't
you
know
know,
what that
I
means.
actually had a phone call from Steve from Foundation earlier that wanted a shout out, so I'm just putting that shout out to Steve right now.
Who's that?
Doesn't matter. It's just, it's done.
Only joking, Steve. That's hectic.
That is really mean.
He's definitely not going to watch this far to hear that, but it is in there.
Okay, so what else?
You can tell him though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this our Instagram comments now?
Yeah, I'm going to Instagram comments, so let's see what we
Sweet.
got. Right, so how could the Dubai trip be better, James? Lay it down. Impressions by Ahmed. That's actually
Be
Ahmed.
better?
There.
Like, I
Oh
mean-
no, that's Ahmed, the photographer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The truck driver, the
All
everything.
round
Like, I
good
mean,
guy. The guy that held me. If you watch the vlogs, he's literally holding me from falling out of the back of the truck. How
I
could
mean,
the
Ahmed
Dubai
did
trip be
pretty
better?
well. Like,
Longer sunsets.
yeah.
Ahmed, if you
Well,
can make it happen.
maybe some shits in the morning because not really much happens in Dubai in the morning times. But
It's very hot, but yeah, absolutely. we
bar
can-
that, those guys did absolutely everything for
Don't
us.
we hear? I'm trying not to complain because Dan will he just says I complain all the time. You know, but to be fair, we do like to sleep in a wee bit.
Yeah.
We like the beer. It's probably our own thing, James. Probably classes on
Our fault.
What about coronavirus? Grounded, says Roslyn. Well, I think we've answered that already.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, hopefully, Roslyn will still make it to your show. Some boy spoke complete Russian. A lot of people comment in Russian, and
Yeah.
obviously we have a lot of Russian followers. But like, there's no easy way to translate comments.
The limit of our
If you feel,
Russian is privyet.
if you want to feel like it, bang it into Google Translate and fire it over into English. And then even if it's broken English, it means we can drop you a reply. That'd be good. Any plans to hit edition 38 this year, or has all the COVID talk out a dampener on a lot of your plans?
That's on my list.
What, edition 38?
Yeah.
No, to be honest, we're no plans to go back to edition 38. Just wasn't like great camping trip. But
Yeah, it's
for
good
us,
fun,
Just
but-
wasn't a money making show, to be honest. We started making losing money at it, and when it comes to being a business, you have to look out for your bottom line, and you just can't go to shows that are just not making money. That's the truth of it.
Non-business side. Anybody that wants to go to a fun show, I would say.
Yeah.
Maybe not the show part.
Best cameras and software to start up with videos. You've been dying to answer this question, Rob, I think, to be honest.
What? What's
Here
the
you
question?
go. Time to shine. Let's hear it.
Best cameras and software to start up with videos. What do we use, first of all? I suppose for ILB, it's the same as Hype, which is our media company. We
Mhm.
use...
Also,
Robbie,
also
we'll give this
nice.
to Robbie as our senior editor in Hype.
And over
Ooh,
to
He
Robbie.
just got that.
Ooh, I just got a title. Oh
Get the
shit!
business cards. Get the business cards.
I'm gonna change my email signature. Senior.
What does your email signature say?
I'm gonna get my phone. real
Right,
quick.
so here, talking amongst yourselves while he's doing
Yes,
that. I'll take it. If he's anything the way he speaks,
What's
it'll
your
take a while.
email signature? sorry?
Company director.
Oh well, mine's just editor.
Is that it?
I think so.
All you do is edit?
That's it.
Camera operator and editor.
I can't operate the cameras.
Do you know what?
Those signatures
Do you
are
know
so
what?
weird though. Like it's like you have to come up with a title to put in your
Yeah.
like this. No, it can't be too long because it needs to summarize me that I look professional and like I'm like I'm good at what I do, but I can't put too little and then look like an idiot. So like,
I seen it on somebody's Instagram bio that they were camera operator, and I was like, fuck, I operate a camera like.
I think I can just put an all-around great guy.
I see loads of people doing Instagram, like people that are obviously making YouTube videos and stuff, and they change it all the time from like cinematographer,
Content creator.
Content creator. It's like fuck me, like what
Chill
are you
out.
like? It's I would class a cinematographer as someone who's literally
Focused on
well,
cinematography.
Yeah, exactly. It's like all to do with light and like way more than just making YouTube videos. You know what I mean? Like I'd see it as a completely other level. And
YouTuber.
we should literally just have a YouTuber in all ours, and probably not very successful YouTuber as well. Like an asterisk. We'll just put an asterisk and then a really small type. Not very successful.
I'm changing my signature to just getting by.
So yeah, sorry.
Best
I don't
camera
think
and
we
software?
we
Yeah,
answered
sorry,
that question
sorry.
at all.
Back to it.
Camera, I don't know.
Sorry, that was Matt M. Brown. Do you want to give the guy a shout out?
Hello, Matt M. Brown. Here's your shout out.
Let's
Probably
hear
not
it.
very well.
Let's hear it.
It depends on what you like, obviously, because camera perspective, whenever you talk to other people, it's always down to what they've previously used. But we've all sort of grown up with Canon
Canon, yeah.
and then transitioned over to Sony.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Sony's almost like taking that leap to like make everything more compact and better
Yeah.
in a sense.
I like when people ask me what to start out with, like that to me.
It's a hard one.
That's me saying they have nothing, and that to me says use your phone. Like I say that all the time to people. I'm just like use your phone, phone. Like when I started out making videos, I was filming on a tape. You know what I mean? And I was using my dad's camcorder, and if you think about that, it was just any camcorder that I had that I could get my hands on. So like modern day phones
Like
are 10,000 times better
Well,
than the flipping camcorder that I used when I started out on. So
I had
just
this.
get one of them stick gimbal things. You know what I mean? Use stick gimbal. Use your phone and see what you can create. And then when you save up a bit of money, just look at a basic entry DSLR or not even a DSLR.
Go
like a
mirrorless
mirrorless
now,
camera
yeah.
that has decent video quality. Like
But I remember back when I was like, probably about 10 or 11, I was making videos on this like flip up Samsung, like sellotaping it to my bike and like following people. It was crazy.
like random people. Or?
Well, no, like obviously people that were in the video, like it was planned. Like
The one thing in the DSLR sort of type thing that made a big difference was the IS in them, because like we started out videoing in 5Ds
Canon.
and stuff that did not have IS, and then I remember whenever we got an A7S and it was like, whoa.
Whenever like the same specs come across from an A7S to a 5D Mark IV,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but the 5D Mark IV doesn't have IS.
Yeah.
So again, on that point, it's kind of
That,
like
that was one
you,
big
what
thing.
it depends on what you want to do. Like for Lewis takes a lot of photos, so the 5D Mark IV in his, he's obviously grown up with Canon, so like that's his choice.
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah, absolutely. So, but to start out with,
What
like
you
I
can
would say,
afford.
use your phone.
And software is just
Software.
really either you go Final Cut or you go Premiere Pro, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, like iMovie is a good just
Yeah.
use iMovie, and then if you use iMovie, you'll be very easily transition to Final Cut. Get a Adobe CC account and just pay for Premiere. Get a trial. Robbie will pay for it.
Yeah. Just head up Robbie. For the
it took me a
invoice.
bit to get that, but yes, I
I
pay for a lot of stuff.
just pay for it and get
wait.
Premiere or Final Cut.
Wink emoji in there.
Next question: do you guys do this full time? If so, how long? What did you all do before? We, as previously mentioned, it's my company, the Hype Factory, which is our main media production company that owns ILB. ILB is like an offshoot. It's a brand. It's kind of our passion side of the business, our main side of the business that everyone works for. So Robbie works for me, James, Cameron, Callum, Jordan, Lewis and Marty are all our key staff, and we make videos and photography for clients. So that's where everyone works. Was this your first job? You worked?
Well, I had a summer placement, so I wouldn't really class that as a job, but I
Yeah,
did
well,
learn the
you
fundamentals of
had a
working
previous
in an
job,
office and stuff like that. So
But that's what I mean. Your previous job was with the Belfast
yeah,
Telegraph. Yeah.
so taking photos for a newspaper. But like, if anybody was to ask me, I would say this was my first job.
Fair enough.
Like, because
I had a
it's
similar
been like.
two experiences.
You fuck, he's gonna talk about next here. You worked on next
I
for
worked
like a
in
day.
Next for one day, never went back. That's it. Story over.
My mom always
Fair fucking play to anyone who works in retail. I could not be bothered with that.
Uh,
Jesus, stocking shelves all day.
see, I went to college
Not
and
for me.
studied, but like the classes and stuff in that, like what I was learning, like as much as like the titles do sort of transition over to like what you're doing daily in this kind of job, it's like you can't really experience it other than what you're actually doing it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, well, I worked as a web design in an agency before called Rehab Studio. I used to get the people who just said, go to rehab. So, but yeah, like, so I actually started as a web developer before this and web designer. Don't really do it. Made our current site, developed our current site, and then little Sean that you'll remember from the vlogs if you watched him, designed it. So, what did you do before?
I went to university and studied technology with design, and then came out of that with all intentions of becoming a teacher, and then quickly decided that that's not what I wanted to do with my life. So
You'd have a long summer this year if you did that.
I would.
So back to the questions. So we got Matthew here that asked static versus air. I like both.
I have only experienced static.
I mean, this goes back to James asking me that fucking quickfire.
You
It
answered
depends.
this already, did you? Or what did you
Yeah,
say?
but it well, I said it depends, and then you went, remember, man?
I did. Yeah.
And
I said it depends. I said it busy, exactly the same thing. So
I mean, like, it's gotten
Hypocrite
so
here.
advanced nowadays that like even if you did have air, like it wouldn't really make a difference.
no,
Like,
I do like air, but I also really like static in my M3. I have both in both, like one in each car, so it's kind of hard to say.
I like whenever someone arrives on static and you go,
is that on
is
air?
that static? And they go, yes. And you go, fuck.
Yeah.
Perfect
You know what I mean?
example.
Exactly.
Joe Stackman's Mark
Yeah.
3.
Like,
That
it-
like when I seen that roll through UD, I was like, holy shit!
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that thing was
Like, it's cool.
if you can pull off a proper real static low, it's great, but it's not practical whatsoever. So you really have to appreciate what somebody uses that car for.
Yeah.
like your Volvo was.
Volvo was mega low. The
Yeah,
E
it was
E28
pretty hard.
was mega low as well, like
Yeah.
static. But then it just it could never have a perfect. What was that? Here, somebody go take a photo of Robbie's Passat CC here and see how low that thing is.
Yo, that is a workhorse. Like,
No, but yeah, that's hectic. I thought it was pretty low.
it was pretty low, but
Like,
it wasn't
you know,
mega low.
I just smashed the sum, pull cat size out of the
Aye.
floor, but it wasn't low enough.
I done that on
Passat
air as well.
CC
Like,
owner.
I did do that on air in the Jetta. To be fair,
Wind up. But yeah, so
does get pretty heated
Yo,
between me and you
why?
sometimes.
Like,
Like,
well, you're slobbering here. You know what I mean?
Mine is a giant lift kit. Like,
Yeah, yours is not low. Yours is static though.
it's
bit of crack, fuck me.
Didn't think that question would get such an answer, but there you go. Undecided, I think. Ever planning on bringing your pop-up store to California car shows?
invite us.
No plans. Invite us. Would love to come. Would you do more features for individual cars as opposed to mainly covering shows? Big thing we were planning to do this year was stop going to so many events and do more car features.
So I guess that's up in air.
Who knows what's
everything
going
is
to
at the
happen?
minute.
But yes, that is our kind of idea in general. Like, we would like to do that more. Speak to more car owners, hear their stories.
I feel like being in Northern Ireland kind of restricts us to
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, it's difficult for us because in Northern Ireland there is only so many people you can go to, you know?
And then whenever we're across, we're normally doing shows, so it's
Something we need to work on for sure. Will you ever be hosting your own show after all this coronavirus shit has passed? We did do our own show a while ago. Alex from Fitted says it was shit, but you know, I thought it was all right.
Did he
Yeah,
go?
Adrian from Racism, you know, he appreciated it.
Yeah, he
so
loved it. Yeah, he always speaks to me about it. No, we did our own show 2016 called Districts. Northern Irish scene's a bit small. We did it here obviously, and we just felt like each year if we kept doing it, it would just be basically the same thing.
Yeah.
And also the venue that we used wasn't available the next year, and we just couldn't find a venue that was as good. So that was kind of the end of that. Who knows for the future though? But no immediate plans at all.
Yeah.
We would like at some point to release a video from it though, which you never released. Players show asked us top barbecue tips. For you, I would say you like your meat raw.
Absolutely,
raw medium,
just as it comes, like
as it comes. You know, I would say, you know, as long as you keep flipping, you'll keep cooking. What about you? Any barbecue tips?
Let's just say barbecue a couple more times so that they appreciate it.
Barbecue.
My top tips for a barbecue are alcohol and weed. I don't really care about the food.
Badass.
Shout out to remember whenever we were in Dubai and John hooked us up with that barbecue?
Yeah,
Fantastic.
absolutely. John with
fantastic.
the Viper.
I've never felt more fast and furious in my life whenever a guy with the Dodge Viper invited us over for a barbecue in his garden.
What beer were we drinking?
Was it Corona?
That was unbelievable, actually, right
It was
now.
class. It was great. Couldn't be any better.
So true. Like, what's the worst car name? Is it the Vauxhall Atom? Yes.
Yes.
Moving on. Thoughts on the electric wave that will soon be the future of motoring? I really am a big fan of Elon Musk and Tesla and SpaceX, but I currently would not own one.
Yeah.
I just think they're amazing. Don't get me wrong, but as long as I can have a flipping 3-liter twin turbo petrol car, I'm gonna have one.
3-liter turbo diesel.
Yeah. What's yours?
Pass.
Have you thought about doing another show? Get Sean on the podcast.
Sean.
I'm up for it. I would say.
I would just love to hear Sean's opinion on everything.
He is a character, like.
Pardon?
Let's get him on.
Let's get him on. Let's get him on.
Let's get him on.
Let's get him on.
Let's
ring him right now.
Sean, you're coming on.
Should we ring him? Take a pause. Ring him there. Just ring him for now. We'll take a pause. You actually ringing him? Yeah, just ring him right now and see what he says.
He's going to answer like, hello. No way does it.
What?
Ask him about the coronavirus and his opinion on coronavirus. Don't tell him that he's on the podcast.
Hello.
Put it up to your mic.
So we're gonna get Sean on the podcast.
I love the way James is ringing Sean here, by the way. But he's actually ringing the Belfast Telegraph. That's the name on his phone.
There's a backstory to that, but
Hello.
Hello, Sean.
Hello.
I just like to know your thoughts on the coronavirus.
My thoughts on it?
Yeah.
Not happy about it, to be honest. I think the government ought to do something about this.
Do you not think that they are trying?
What?
Do you not think that they're trying?
Nope. I don't think so.
Not at all.
Nah. I think it's they need to get Jesus down or something. So like, bring him in, you know.
Do you think Jesus will ever come down again to sort the coronavirus issue?
No, I think he will. Yeah, that's the thing. I think they just need to call upon him and maybe if he's free, then he come down and sort it out. Then we'll be happy enough.
He's watching Netflix. What do you say about that?
What?
He's up there watching Netflix.
That's implausible shit. I believe that.
What are you doing, Sean? You sound like you're like in an auction hall.
Dead squash.
I'm not. I kind of am. I'm in Tesco, bidding on toilet roll.
How many rolls did you get?
Only 6 out of a 9-pack.
You know you like your toilet roll as well.
I do like. I dress up in it like a mummy. Please.
We're on the podcast. Now you're on the podcast.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
All right.
You know.
Thank you very much. We'll speak to you soon.
Okay, enjoy. Everyone stay safe.
Stay safe. Bye.
Bye bye.
that felt like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire
Yeah,
from a friend.
All right, there you go. Who asked for Sean? Let me just give him a shout out.
Oh, jeez.
Matt R56. There you go. We got it sorted.
I'm pretty sure. Is an R56 a mini?
Yes. Oh, actually, I've seen his Instagram was black. I think it might be on.
What's black?
NUEs. Is
Oh, the
Mini?
mini. Chronacy 2020.
pardon?
I think he's like saying where the sea 2020.
but
Ah.
he's making a Corona joke,
So he
which
said
isn't a
C.
joke.
VW Bora. Any potential?
Absolutely.
Big C loves it.
Here,
Opinion.
Jay-
I'm going to throw her on the Alfords.
Jay had a
Jay did
Bora.
have a Bora. Fair enough.
What was it? What was it, Jay? Red D and a red eye.
Here, the red D, the red eyes, a fit yoke.
Opinion of Romania.
Wonderful country.
Glass. Hi, ILB Drivers Club.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. When you visit new countries, Japan, Korea, where there are similar events, give Mark.
Will do.
I don't understand that question. Why isn't James a stunty boy anymore?
I was never a stunty boy. It was a lie.
Almost.
Almost.
Stancy boy.
Dabbled.
He had an MX-5 and then he pussied out.
But
True
look,
story.
Now I got a truck.
No, I got
Still
a
pushing
truck.
out though.
How much does all your equipment
It's gone.
cost? Drones. Big C, get the calculator.
He's totaling it up. Hold on.
A lot of money. It's a very expensive game to get into video and all this stuff, but we started small. We only had basic cameras, and then you just carry on.
Yeah.
Just don't spend your money on stupid shit, and you'll be able to buy better shit. That's
One of those
That's a good quote.
one of those
I like that.
stabilizers that have the weights in the bottom.
Remember
Do
the
you
Steadicam?
Jesus, do you remember that thing?
I tried to use that
Use-
once for a job, and it was I ended up just leaving it in the corner. Went handheld.
When are the new stickers going to be out of the website? Good few people asked this actually. By the time this podcast will be out, the stickers will probably be out anyway. But stickers coming out
No.
really soon. They're out now. Go get them.
Swipe up.
Yeah, actually, hope you like them. What do you think? What type of cars got your attention and made?
The 240. Not 240.
I love the
That's
NSX.
an absolute. I just
NSX
made
is-
that up. NSXs are very cool.
What was the one you were
Straight
saying
off.
about?
I said 247.
The
It's
Datsun?
just an absolute lie. The Datsun.
The grey Datsun. Fair Lady. I love the way
What
they
else
call it.
is
I
it?
love the way they call it the Fair Lady. It's just like
The
such
fair
a
lady.
low and slow. Let's talk about Asylum and how it's a great movie. He does like it.
I don't actually know what that is.
Eli-
Elysium.
Is it-
Asylum.
Asylum.
what did I say?
Elysium.
What is it?
Elysium.
What-
Asylum.
Is it Elysium?
No, that's what you said.
All right, Jordan.
Oh,
what is?
fucking hell. What are you trying to say here?
joke behind camera where you don't have a microphone and then like don't even know the actual name.
Is it Asylum?
No, that's what you said. It's Elysium.
Elysium.
That's
No,
what
I
he
Asylum.
said. He said.
No, he said
Elysium.
Asylum.
No, he said Elysium.
No, he didn't.
Did he not?
No.
He definitely said
Help
Elysium.
He
me.
didn't.
Well, that time
Says
Adam
Adam.
was doing a time attack stage to UD and broke the TV. Oh,
Yes, I do
did
remember that.
smash a 50 flipping 5 inch. 50 flipping 5 is actually the name of it.
I think
Inch TV.
whenever
I didn't do that. We opened the box and the plug had smashed into the TV.
whenever we got back from UD, Robbie actually said thank you for making me feel so safe during our full trip.
Why is
Is it-
this twice that you've like been favored to James more than me?
Yo, chill the fuck out. Like, he literally drove me there and back in a safe manner. Like, I didn't feel uncomfortable once.
Do you feel uncomfortable when you're in the car with me?
Depends which car. If you're talking about D28, no. Talking about the M3, questionable.
Well, I don't feel safe in that, to be honest. Next question. And how bad? Oh, double question. When will the new front window stickers? Oh, already announced that one. How badly will the cancellation of shows? Already done that one. Portugal when?
Portugal when?
When Portugal?
Portugal when?
Soon. I don't know.
Soon.
We were perhaps going to a show in Portugal this year, but we decided not to go, and actually it's probably cancelled at this point as well. So yeah, show questions aren't too good. So yeah, I think that's basically summed up all the questions that you guys sent in. Reminder again, if you want to win some merchandise, leave us a comment on the YouTube channel.
We got some nice new stuff.
Yeah, we've got some new stuff, and at this time we don't have any car shows to go to sell it here, but we're both wearing them. I'm actually wearing a V2.
He's
but
wearing V2,
don't
I'm wearing
look at it.
V1.
I'm
You know,
not.
this is a prototype.
Test sample.
This is a prototype.
I'm old school.
This is very comfy.
Ooh.
Like, genuinely, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 people in here. And it's like we can wear any clothes we want, and we all choose to wear this. It's like,
So you're trying to make up for the
even
times Steve
Go, Robbie.
this isn't even a plug. Like, this is genuinely like, this is comfortable. Like,
Note to camera: Adam is currently making a money symbol to the camera. Don't know why I'm making money when he's giving me a compliment, but anyway, it makes no sense. So anyway, that's basically it. I think that sums this one up. How long we been running for, lads? We hope it's not too long.
No one
actually knows. This is the thing. We don't keep a track of how long these podcasts are. Please let us know in the comments if these are too long or if you want them shorter, if you want them longer. Let us know. Let us know what you'd like to hear about in the next one, because it probably won't be at an event, and there probably won't be any events in between now and then.
We'll probably get Sean.
that would be a good one.
Probably get Sean
Or Tom.
or Tom.
Let us know if you want Tom or Sean.
Tom or Sean, let us know in the comments. James has put it out there. As always, if you want to help support the channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the videos, push the notification bell, do all that other stuff. Subscribe, follow on your favorite streaming
Platforms.
Yes, got it.
My Instagram is JamesPreston_. if you
Wow,
wanna follow
shameless
that.
plug. And
I like my Instagram handle. It's at
You know
authorizing.
what?
Check
What
out
Everyone just deliver
authorizing.
their
What about
Instagram
that?
handles.
Like-
It's all right.
What about that?
Don't forget
anytime anybody uses contactless or any card payment, it comes up my username. Authorizing. What about that?
Anyway, back to supporting small business. If you'd like to,
Follow JamesPreston_. You
Jim.
should.
No, right enough, guys. Appreciate all the
Use contactless.
love and stuff, and all the follows on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So if you are listening there, please leave us a review as well, because it'll help bump this one up. And we will see you in the next one.
We will see you in the next one.
Thank you very much for having me.
Here, pleasure as always.
Been here for both. Now on the third.
Yeah.
Happy about that.
Took us a while to get through your slow talking, but we made it.
Yo. Yo.
And there it is.
Yo.
All right, cheers, boys. Don't actually cheers though, because
Chin
it's
chin.
coronavirus.
We've done it like 3 times already.
Shh. They haven't seen it.
It's got on that time. Play the song, James.
shit,
Play the
mate.
song. Play the song. Play the
Oh,
song.
well, face ID and all. Oh, got
This
that.
is not your face.
No, start again. There it is. It's Corona time.
Stay safe out there, folks. Self-isolate. Drink
Wash your
beer.
hands.
Hey, it's Corona time, right?